Hello everybody, my name is Tallara and I would like to welcome you back to Sea of Stars. That's right, we originally played through Sea of Stars here on my channel back when it released in the fall of 2023. I absolutely loved this game, so I am so excited to be back in the summer of 2025 to check out this game again, because you may have heard, but Sea of Stars has released a brand new free, that's right, free DLC. And so we are returning to the world of Sea of Stars to check that out. You can see here on the title page, it says the world of Horloge awaits. Load any game file that has rolled credits to begin. So that's important to note that one of the requirements to access this DLC is to have beaten the base game. So if you guys are looking to check it out for yourselves, make sure you've already beaten the game. As I mentioned, we did beat this game on my channel, and I'll make sure I link that in the video description down below if you guys want to check out the Sea of Stars story and where it all began, because honestly, it is worth checking out. Sea of Stars is the second game coming out of Sabotage Studios, which are located in my home country of Canada. It was an absolutely fantastic game and won so many awards, including Best Indie Game at both the Golden Joystick Awards and the Game Awards back in 2023. So it definitely reached high levels of critical acclaim, and it was well worth it. This was one of the best indie RPGs I think I've ever played. So to say that I'm excited to jump back into the game is an understatement. I will say though, it has been quite some time since I last played Sea of Stars. I actually haven't played it since I played it on the channel here, again, about 18 months ago. So I have to apologize in advance if I'm a little rusty on game mechanics. From what I've heard, the DLC is pretty self-contained in terms of game mechanics and story, so hopefully that's going to help us get back into the swing of things, but we'll figure it out together. What we need to do is actually load a game that has one of these stars here. That means we've completed the story, and you can see I've got a couple of save files that have the silver star, and then the one save file that has the gold star, which means that we actually got the true ending. So if we load in here, it's my understanding we'll be told where we need to go once we head back out to the world map. So let's do that. We're obviously in an in-game area here, as you can see, so bear with me as I get back out to the world map. You've received a message in a bottle. It's from Hortense. Ahoy, lads! I know ye be off chasing the baddies, but we've got a situation on our hands here. Afraid Keenathan's in a fix. If y'all wouldn't mind dropping by the Vespertine on the double, that'd be grand. Right, that's enough jabbering for me. I'll be seeing you. Hortense sounds really worried. Should we visit the crew right now? Yeah, absolutely. And this is how we begin the DLC, Throes of the Watchmaker. Bring us back to the Vespertine, and from here, we'll speak to Hortense. Gosh, it feels so cool to be back in the world of Sea of Stars again after so long away. I'm just having fun running around. Obviously, there's so many areas that this game excels at. Story, combat, gameplay, but one of the things that have always stood out to me is the visuals, and they are just as beautiful as I remember. Look at this. All right, looks like the whole crew is downstairs. And here's our friend Hortense. Aye, Keenathan sure be needing his crew right now. What's going on, Keenathan? Ahoy there, Valir. Good on y'all for showing. So, what's the matter, Keenathan? Keenathan? There's no such person. Huh? First mate, what's the situation? Captain, my ain't ye a sight for sore eyes. Or sobby ones, I suppose. It's Keenathan. Remember when we checked in with the Sky Giants to gain access to that there Sea of Stars? There was this thing they seemed hesitant about. The error must be on our end. We will disregard it. Well, we've just heard back, and turns out the name of our friendly wind mage here is not, in fact, Keenathan. Say what? I love how upon hearing that, everyone ran out of every nook and corner of the Vespertine to hear the news. Oh, woe is me. How is Keenathan crying with double eye patches on, by the way? You'd think that would maybe block the water flow, but anywho. Away everyone goes. I say this changes nothing. You'll always be Keenathan to me, pal. True words, Veltrade, true words, but that won't exactly be fixing Keenathan's mood now, will it? I'm sure we can just ask the Sky Council. They've been pretty reasonable so far. Perish the thought, mate. We ain't looking for some special permission here. What we want is an official naming. Can we help? Of course. The code hasn't changed. In this crew, a mate in need is a quest indeed. Do you have a lead? That we do, gal. Teeks, you're up. Well, it's a long shot, but I think the Watchmaker might be able to help. How? If my estimations are correct, her deeds have qualified her as an ovate. Wow, look at that multicolored text. It's bouncing. That's clearly very fancy. What is an ovate, Teeks? An ovate? Yes, though their time is long gone, it is said that especially gifted artisans may still attain the rank through sheer instinct and dedication. Ovates were responsible for shaping the world and influencing reality itself through their respective disciplines. If we can convince her to make a pocket watch for Keenathan and engrave his name on it, her authority should supersede all others. Huzzah! Ain't a bad plan, am I right? The Watchmaker didn't even bother looking at us. Why would she help? Can't be sure until we ask, but I believe she also needs help with something herself. Well, it's what we got. What are you thinking, pal? Oh, I'm thinking only one thing, Veltrade. I will get the Watchmaker to make me a pocket watch or my name is not Keenathan. Love to hear it. Getting to her workshop and back is kind of a trek. Are you good to sail? Hold your horses. We got that one figured out already. Alright, little guy, that's your cue! This'll be good. Are we showing it right away? We should explain first. No, we should reveal it first. I think that'd be rude. It's not rude to give people a surprise. Just let Kale do a cool intro. Okay, okay. For too long have the limitations of matter been a boundary. The mission to bring the world into a new age must be supported by new possibilities. Exhaustive was my research, aimed at perfecting synchronicity between space and matter. And now, at long last... Did you build a teleporter to the Watchmaker's workshop? Oh man, we totally just burst his bubble. See, we need shorter intros. Yeah, I get it. Well, carry on. Yes, indeed! Just step into the center and it will take you straight to the Watchmaker's workshop. Tell them it works both ways. I think they know. Sounds pretty neat. Good job, Artie. He likes it. Done and delivered. Whenever you're ready, then. Alright, so luckily we've got a really convenient way to get to the Watchmaker's abode. If you're not familiar with the Sea of Stars base game, we did briefly interact with the Watchmaker in her workshop in the base game, and as they were saying, she didn't really give us the time of day. She kind of just said, on with you. We didn't really get her help. She didn't seem interested in us at all. She just sat at her desk, which she is still doing right now. So I don't know what's going to be different this time around. Veltrade says, how do we do this? Ain't exactly the approachable type, so I've heard. Should I simply ask? Reckon you should. 'Tis your quest, after all. I can hear you. So ever since we met the Watchmaker briefly in the base game, she's obviously been a bit of an enigmatic figure. I've always wanted to learn more about her. We've sort of got bits and pieces here and there of her backstory, but if we're going to learn more about the Watchmaker, as the title of this DLC suggests, I think we're going to be in for a fun ride. So far, I've been really enjoying the humor that's been blended into the story so far. We're only 10 minutes into the DLC and I've already laughed multiple times, and that's the beauty of Sea of Stars, is it presented what at times could be a very serious story, but interjected it with heartwarming and humorous moments, and it seems like the DLC is just going to continue in that vein. Ahoy! Rather busy day in the workshop, eh? What do you want? Greetings, Watchmaker. I find myself in a peculiar situation. Cut to the chase. Our pal's name is being contested, and so we thought you might be willing to settle the matter. Oh? And what makes you think I command such authority? We know you're an ovate. Is that so? This clock, it's what earns you the title, isn't it? Horloge. Are the Solstice Warriors willing to risk their lives in exchange for my services? Oh, I would never ask that much of them. Is that a lore grimoire? Go on then, get your story. Now, let's see. Amidst the turmoil of ominous times, the Watchmaker and Aeferal forged a most unlikely alliance. Their vision was clear from the start. They would build a structure unlike any other, one with the power to control time itself. The Clockwork Castle. It was a simple pact. Upon completion, they would retreat to their respective quarters to be forever undisturbed and unquestioned. Thus, over decades, the work unfolded. While one genius shaped its design, the other provided an endless supply of enchanted materials. And a marvel they built indeed, though unbeknownst to the Watchmaker, her temporary ally had played a wicked, wicked trick. On a busy day like every other, Aeferal concocted an enchantment so evil and so cunning it could lay dormant within a cog. Adding it to the Watchmaker's stockpile, he knew the day would come when she would use it in one of her creations. With the Clockwork Castle complete, it did not take long for the Watchmaker to set sights on her next project. She would build an impossibly intricate clock, one that would tick so true as to resonate with the very fabric of creation. While miniature in comparison, this work demanded a lot more of her time and skill than the Clockwork Castle ever had. But she saw it through, and it was beautiful. To her delight, clockwork flora began to grow inside, and eventually little clockwork denizens appeared. And she loved them so. Suddenly, all of her time was spent gazing inside this little world of perfect harmony. As she tinkered away at miniature baubles for them to delight in, her days were filled with joy and purpose. Until one day, it started ticking wrong. At first, the Watchmaker approached the problem with her habitual focus and curiosity, eager to understand where she had erred. But for all her perusing, it was clear that her work had, in fact, been flawless. Still, she had to know for sure, and so she opted to go in and see for herself. For 3 full days and 3 full nights, she worked on a device that would allow her to shrink herself and enter the clock. And on the morning of the 4th day, the dialycus was invented. Entering the miniature magical world filled her with excitement, but a dreadful realization soon dawned on her. She had just taken Aeferl's bait. The Fleshmancer's dormant cog activated at last and began sapping her very essence. In a panicked frenzy, the Watchmaker darted for the exit as the energy began to morph into an evil copy of her own self. She could sense it. This nefarious twin would tyrannize the whimsical world she had built. Back outside, she wept for her little creatures as she sealed the clock as best she could, for she knew that the cursed cog was, in fact, a seed of evil. To this day, the Watchmaker remains in her workshop, determined to find a way to redeem her creation before the inevitable rise of the clockwork dweller of Scourge. Wow, that was some backstory. Thank goodness for Teeks and her magical grimoire. It really gave us the full backstory of the Watchmaker. Like Teeks says here, we had no idea basically anything about this woman. So to think what she's been through. Coming into this DLC, I should have said this at the beginning, I'm coming into this completely blind. At the time of recording, this DLC's been out for about 6 weeks, but I've done my best to basically avoid, all gameplay and story-related spoilers, so we will be figuring everything out together here in real time. That was very cool to learn a bit about the Watchmaker. And obviously, interesting to see that there is apparently another Scourge dwelling in her clock. Save it. Time is sovereign. Twice now you have come to me on its terms, nudged by its hand. It may be that you are now ready for the journey within. These are my conditions. Will you perform the cleansing? Why didn't you say anything earlier? And send you to your deaths? Hey, we've been through a lot. We're still here. Do not underestimate Horloge's curse. Inside, you'll face reflections of your darker traits. This journey will demand more than just strength. It will test your very sense of self. Whatever. Where do we start? I'm ready to go. Absolutely not. Huh? Don't you see? Anyone in there with a strong enough aura will manifest an evil twin. The smallest possible group will go. Solstice warriors only. Come on, I want to see the place. You, more than anyone, should understand why I can't go back in there myself. Oh, right. Respectfully, Watchmaker, if my crew and I are below the threshold, I would still like to consider this adventure partly mine. The heck was that about? Yeah, you're clear. She must have, measured his essence or something? Huh. But your captain stays. End of conversation. We are not adding portals to this mess. Yeah, this lady is more than just a genius in terms of clockwork inventions. She is clearly transcendent in her power. Is that Kale or Spike? We're all in here. It's just Artie now. Keep an eye on them, will you? But don't rush anything. It's their journey. They need this. You got it. And here, you'll know what and when. Artie receives a mysterious box. Well then, reckon we be ready to head out. This will get you in. Got Dialycus. The Dialycus can be used to shrink and enter certain clockwork devices inside of the clock, including the clock itself. No way! So again, I tried my best to avoid all spoilers before playing this, but I did come to the understanding that this DLC was, you know, sort of self-contained in its story and its mechanics, and it all makes sense now. Presumably, it's going to take place in another world. In the clock. This is cool. We're gonna have a bit of a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moment and shrink down and go inside the world of the clock. This is gonna be super, super cool. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited. Press A to activate in front of objects that resonate with a purple glow. Good luck in there. Alright, there's no time like the present. Press A, use the dialicus. Whoa! And we're itty bitty! In we go. Alright, so it's just us two Solstice Warriors, and I guess our pirate friend has come along with us, but we don't actually see him on the main screen. I'm not sure if he'll participate in battle. But welcome to Horloge, the world of the clock, built by the Watchmaker, and unfortunately infested by evil. Let's see what we can do to clear this place out. To begin, it looks like we shrink down even smaller and go in a clock within the clock. Oh my god, we're so small now, we're like microscopic, I guess. I stepped on that, and okay, looks like it's a bit of a puzzle here, I suppose. We're getting right into it. So if I step on that button, use that lever. Now, this is the part where I'm going to be tested on if I remember the controls. Bear with me here. So I remembered, of course, that I have a grapple. So what I need to do is... yeah, there we go. So if I press B to use my grapple... aha, yes, now things are working. So from here, then we can jump across this gap, press this button, and now we should be able to bring that main structure down. Aha! That's our first puzzle of the DLC complete. Perfect. That gets the gears a-moving and creates a path for us. Alrighty. Over here... wow, this place is like... strangely beautiful. I don't know what I would have thought the inside of a clock would look like. I mean, I expected there to be gears and stuff, but there's a lot more greenery than I expected. There really is a whole little world in here, isn't there? I'm wondering, do you think we'll meet some residents of Horloge soon? What do we have over there? Whoa, it's a whole town! Okay, this is beyond cool. So, going from there puts us to our overland map here in Horloge. We walk up this way to the town of Horloge. Okay, perfect. Oh, this place looks fun. Welcome to the town of Horloge. It sort of has a carnival theme to it. I love the music. We've got some clockwork figures. Oh, okay, we've got a bigger group in with us than I thought. I didn't know all these people were coming with us, but okay, the entire pirate crew, minus the captain, is here, plus the Solstice Warriors and Artie. So there's actually a bigger squad than I anticipated when we first came in. Anyway, this must be the town. Aye, these be New Horizons, alright. New travelers! Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, God! The puppeteer has sensed them! Hide! Who dares enter my realm? Servants, onto them! Wow, what an entrance. Alright, it didn't take us long to find the Watchmaker's evil twin, and it looks like these are her servants. Zale says, hey, I'm Zale. We're looking for... are you seeing what I'm seeing, Poof? Reckon I am, Piff. Have they come to play? We're here to... Oh, I see how it is, Piff. You and I both, Poof. They think they can run this show. Can't we just... I see two in there who will make formidable twins. They will be positively phenomenal. They will be serendipitously monumental. Ahoy, Valir, how about the two of you knock some sense into these actual clowns? We just need information. Are they still talking, Piff? They seem to do that a lot, Poof. I say we gag them. I say we bash them. I say we tie them to a tree. I say we grind them into confetti. I say we take it too far. I say we pickle them in a jar. Enough! We are solstice warriors and we have come to cleanse this place. Stand down or else. Oh? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Poof? This is as good as it gets, Piff. We won't warn you again. Utterly clueless about stepping out of place. Reckon we should give them a taste. It's showtime! Alright, and now we get into our first battle. I have a feeling Piff and Poof might be antagonists here in this DLC. So let's see if I can get the rust off of my combat abilities here. So we of course have our basic attacks, we also have our skills. Sunball, Dash Strike. Let's try Dash Strike. Oh man, we are doing no damage. Good spectacle this is not. Can it really be all they've got? Front wheel crash. Holy crap, that did a lot of damage compared to what we're doing here? Yeah, this is bad. Symbol shield? Heal? Oh no. At this point, I've got to hope that this is one of those battles that we're not actually supposed to win. Doodle, I've never seen a performance so bland. My embarrassment for them is growing a second hand. Because if it's not one of those battles, then, I'm worried. Now, I was real good at the timing of the Moonerang in the base game, so let's see if I've still got it here in the DLC. I like how they honk and squeak when you hit them. There we go. Oh, yeah! I still had it, but that did 0! I guess I don't still have it. Oh no, Zale is almost down. We have no healing. He's out of MP. Nothing's working. How is this possible? Solely driven by duty. Little to no sense of identity. The least self-aware creatures I've ever seen. Their twins shall be king and queen. Oh please, must you really do this? We are suffering enough as it is. No more twins. When did they start talking back, Piff? Seems we're entering a new era, Poof. Let them go. Can it, or we will call Monsieur Tendu. Ah, no, please don't. Anything but Monsieur Tendu. I say we give him a ring-a-ding anyway, Poof. You're snooping around in my brainwaves, Piff. That's Tendu? By order of the puppeteer, these two solstice warriors are to be turned into twins. We won't let you. Slow learners, I see. Monsieur Tendu, sap their innate magic at once. I feel weak. Any guess as to what the darkest corners of their minds contained, Poof? I'm itching like a rubber chicken in a feather shop to know, Piff. You won't get away with this. We made you slip on the banana. No one saw the peel. Now you'll be juggling bars in the clink while the boss cooks up the grand reveal. Monsieur Tendu, take these detractors to the oubliettes. Is it just me, or do Poof and Piff remind you of Jesse and James from Pokemon? And Anyway, welcome to the Oubliettes. Wow, this place is fantastic. As I mentioned earlier, Sea of Stars is developed by a studio located in Quebec, Canada, which is a majority French-speaking area. I'm from Canada, I'm not from Quebec. I know very basic, rudimentary French. But some people commented actually throughout my original playthrough that there are a lot of little jokes and innuendos and wink-wink, nudge-nudges to French speakers throughout this game. And obviously, I've already noticed a lot of the French words being used here, so if any French speakers, any Quebecois are watching this playthrough, please feel free to get me in on any of those jokes, because I really enjoyed hearing about it last time around. So it looks like our friends are also in prison, and the artificer says we should open the mysterious box. Using what hands? Come on, we're filled with gadgets. I'm just role-playing being imprisoned. You're silly. Ah. Well, open it. Oh, we can definitely use that. And this thing? Later. We still need a frame that's big enough. Hey, there's something else there. It's a gift. It says, for Fardouche. Who's Fardouche? Let's just leave it for now. We need to work on this upgrade. I'd say we've been through worse, but I ain't so sure about this one. Also, how did they tie up a ghost? What sort of magical rope are they using there? Hortense is in a bit of a bind, literally. Oh man, even the octopus is all bound up. Definitely found myself in a tighter spot once, if that helps. We will see this one through, or my name... Ahoy, Valtrade. Seems to me the old jailbreak trick just might work here. You've read my mind, pal. Well, you're up then. Make it count. Avast, jailer! Huh? Not the junior deputy of detention. What a job title. Hey everyone, he understands. Wow, really? Thought he might just be too stupid, seeing how he picked that ugly helmet to wear. Or maybe it's the only thing keeping that tiny brain inside his head. Busted! What's the matter, tough guy? You'll have to do better than that if you want to scare me. I'm shaking, I'm shaking! I have a feeling the junior deputy of detention might get demoted after this. I knew you weren't that strong. That all you got, pal? Works every time. And the crew wins again. I think that's it. Let's give it a shot. Get it? Boo! Okay, here goes. It worked! Of course it did. Hey, new toy seems kinda neat. Reckon you can get us all out of here? I think so. Let's find Valir and Zale. Lead the way. Alright, the Artificer is now playable. Artie's attacks deal laser damage and can be boosted to fire additional shots. Malevolent spectacle awaits. Combat is more challenging in Horloge, so remember the basics. Timing hits and blocks while breaking enemy locks. You can adjust difficulty at any time through the relics menu. Safe travels! Well, as someone who is admittedly quite rusty at the basics of combat of Sea of Stars, I'm sure we're just gonna have a grand time with enhanced difficulty here, right? It'll be a-okay. It's fine. Alright, so we're now playing as Artie. And now, I guess it is time for us to truly begin our adventure with a little bit of a jailbreak. We've got some really epic, heroic music here, which I love. And then... aha! Just had to hit it with a bit of extra force. Luckily, even though Artie is a robot, water doesn't bother him. We're able to swim right through. And we're headed right into our first battle. Alright, so let's check out Artie's abilities. He's got Cannonball Trampoline, Bonk damage on all enemies, and then Leapfrog. Let's start off with the Cannonball Trampoline. I need to steer with the left stick to keep going. We'll see what that means. Oh. Oh! Interesting. I understand now. I don't have enough SP to try that again, but I really want to. Now that I somewhat understand what's going on. Alright, cannonball trampoline, let's do it again. Alright, I see. Oh, this is kind of cool. I see exactly what we have to do there. And it's pretty fun, actually. Alright, that's our first battle complete. Well, I guess technically our second battle. Our first battle we lost in spectacular fashion with Zale and Valir, but our battle with Artie went a lot better. Artie says there's got to be a way to increase the pressure here. Okay, so that's our objective. For now, we explore over here. I see chests and stuff. Oh god, I'm literally so happy to be playing Sea of Stars again. This is literally one of my favorite indie games of all time. I had an absolute blast playing this game when it came out again back in 2023, and it has been some time since we played, so I'm so happy to be back with you guys. Thanks for stopping back here. As I mentioned, if you haven't seen our playthrough of the base game, I'm very biased in recommending that you check that out, but it truly is a game worth watching, and if you don't want to watch my playthrough, I'm sure there are lots of other spectacular playthroughs from great creators here on YouTube that you can check out as well. And if you're interested after watching and want to play the game, I can't recommend it enough. The base game is very reasonably priced, and then of course, as I mentioned, this DLC is actually free, so you can't get much better bang for your buck than that. Alright, defeating that enemy allows us to activate a switch. I love the look at that. Alright, perfect. So far, so good with our new trampoline ability. From here, I'm gonna have to try out our other ability as well. We're gonna need a key or something for that, but let's start by activating the switch, which gives us some stairs, which allows us to climb on this block. Okay, I guess that'll be important at some point. Another block right there that we're obviously going to need to grab. I'm just not sure how to get down there at this point. Let's see. There's also a couple of chests around that I want to investigate as well. Yeah, that brings us all the way up there. At least we've got this amazing backtrack to keep us company while we figure out this puzzle. I'm wondering if I need to get the block on that vent, and to do so... Yeah, okay. I think there's going to be a little bit of a trick to this. So there's two vents we can push it on. I can push it on this one. But I can't really... Oh, yes, I can. There we go. Okay, I think that's what we needed to do. So then I can push this one down. Nice. Okay. And then presumably... Well, I shouldn't presume anything. Let's find out for ourselves. If I push on this block... I can't really do anything from here. If I lower this, what if we put them on both at the same time? That should increase the pressure, you'd think? I'm not a physicist or an engineer or anything like that, but my rudimentary knowledge of science would think, yes, there we go. Alright. There we go. Very nice. And up here we get some loot. We found a light bulb key. Perfect. I'd have to hope that's exactly what we need for this little keyhole over here. Sure is. Beautiful. Alright, now, before we go, I did notice the treasure chest up there on the left. If you haven't seen any of my playthroughs here on YouTube before, then you won't know this, but I'll make sure I announce it. I am a self-professed loot goblin. Whenever I see loot, I want it. I love loot in video games, and I am always motivated to try to get it, so I'm going to spend a little extra time here to try to grab those treasure chests. I'm not even sure what that thing there is on the right side. It kind of looks like a gas can, but I'll see if I can get up to them. Aha! So by placing the blocks on the other vents, it increases the power of the other vents, and that's how we're gonna get up here. Gotcha. So this was some sort of weird lunch tin. Inside we found a milkshake, which recovers 75 HP and 33% MP. I'm sure that'll come in handy. So now if I do the same thing and increase the pressure on this side, that's how we get that treasure chest. Beautiful. All right, inside we found a spectacular scarf. All right, let's check our equipment. I have a feeling my robot... No, I was going to say, I have a feeling my robot can't wear scarves, but that was just not true. The Artificer can, in fact, wear the spectacular scarf, and it increases his defense and magical defense by 5, so we'll absolutely take that. Alright, with that done, I guess now we can hop down into this pool of water and go for another swim. I love the attention to detail in this game. As you go down underwater, the music actually mutes, which is so cool. I mean, I could spend hours just ranting about how much I love this game, but I won't. It's so good, though, and I'm so happy to be back and playing this DLC. Okay, so there's got to be a certain order that we place these, probably, but let's see where they go first. First, we've got loot, so I would call this the right direction, actually. Alright, so in order to use Leapfrog, we need 7 MP. Do a boost. Skill, Leapfrog. So it says leap off of targets, dealing laser damage with each bounce. So I'm not sure if this is just a timing one. Yeah, it is. So you have to press A just as you're about to jump on the cannon. There we go. So I think I've got the Artificer's moves figured out, which is good. What's also good is we just got brass coat plating, which we can increase Artificer's defense even more. It's a basic alloy offering rudimentary protection. Perfect. Rudimentary protection is better than no protection. So it's fine by me. Alright, so we stop there, and next we're over here. Ooh, what is that? A giant? Well, it would be a small butter container in real life, but in this mini world, that is a giant butter container. Okay, interesting. We're getting even more miniature now. And we've got more puzzles to solve. We go here. Here. Nope. If we go here. Gotta be... Oh, I was gonna say, I gotta be honest, I'm not even sure what our objective is, but I understand it now. We have to lower that. Now, I do hear a timer ticking, so I think we gotta move quickly. Put that in there. There, and that gets the gears a-moving. Aha! I see. Alright, perfect. So I don't think we can go anywhere this way. I think I need to press the buttons in a different order. So, like, I just did 1, 2, 3 before. What if I just do, like, 2, 1, 3? Because it makes the platforms come out. Yeah, okay. In a different timing. So from here, we can open this and grab 2 ice creams. Everybody gets ice cream. And now, presumably, the way to open this door is going to be to the left. So let's try another configuration again. Let's do 3, 2, 1, I guess. There we go. And in here, we've got another guy to fight. Honestly, the Artificer could probably use some ice cream after this battle. We're a little bit low on HP and MP. But that's okay, I think we'll be fine. This is so fun. I love how combat literally involves basically mini-games. This is fantastic. I feel like I'm playing Mario Party mixed with an RPG right now. It's so great. Alright, we got a Barpa Papa. I don't know what that is, but you know what? Let's eat it. Oh, no, let's not eat it. Apparently it's cotton candy, but it cures KO, so we're gonna leave that. Instead, we'll drink the milkshake, and then we'll shrink down and go into this side. So it looks like this is a similar puzzle to what we were experiencing before on the other side. Yes, okay. So if I climb up this way, push this block down there. Now we just need to raise that side. So up and over again. Lots of climbing for you today, Artie. Here we have it. Okay. I was thinking that this is gonna go too high, and that's why I hopped off. But no, it wasn't. I was just misjudging. Alright, we're good. Just gonna move, move, move. Bloop. Perfect. Alrighty, so that should open the door outside. Just have to press these buttons again. I think when I did it 213, it led to the exit, right? Yeah, perfect. There they are. Time to send that door flying. We're in business, that. If we manage to get out, all... Cavalry's here! Wait, who's that guy? I didn't realize it wasn't just Valir and Zale in there. And with this new upgrade, I can help in battle now. I'm Artie, by the way. Well, met Artie. Name's Fardouche. Ah, Fardouche. He kind of looks like a clockwork Mario. The mustache, the red hat, it looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? Oh, the gift's for him. I think it's an awkward moment for a gift. I don't. Let's wait and see for now. Thanks for the rescue, Artie, but Valir and I are helpless. Only because you aren't playing by the rules. Rules? That fight you lost. Manifesting one's powers in this world requires a steadfast mind. It seems your friend Artie here is doing well in this regard, but the two of you will need to work on yourselves some more. In your current state, your strength and magic won't manifest unless you give them some circus flair. What? Spectacle. Playing along is mandatory. For anything you attempt will fizzle out otherwise. This is ridiculous. Here we are, though. There is no other way. You can either lend yourself to the game or let your evil twins consume you. All you need is some way to fight that plays to your natural traits. Stand still. Agility, huh? Surely these will do. Got Recruit's Bracelet. Zale's class is now Juggler. Oh, interesting. So Zale and Valir are no longer going to be Solstice warriors. In here, they're going to be some sort of circus-related warriors, and this is so fun. Juggler Zale's attacks deal fire damage and can be boosted to also do bonk damage. We love bonk damage around here. Now it's your turn, Valir. Amazing balance. I suppose this means... Got Volter's Raps. Valir's class is now Acrobat. Acrobat Valir's attacks deal bonk damage and can be boosted to also do gleam damage. Well, let's see how these rolls befit you. Very good. Now, remember to keep leaning into your instinct and add some spectacle. Valir learns combat skill Pole Vault. Valir learns combat skill Lunebo. Zale learns combat skill Antart. Zale learns combat skill Juggernaut. Valir and Zale learn combo skill Spectacle Strike. Whoa, I still feel weak, but there's something to work with here. Getting the hang of it. I think I'm ready to take this for a spin. Alright then, let's blow this joint. The prisoners are escaping! Oh no, it's the junior deputy of detention. Not on this watch. Take them out! Alright, looks to me like we're gonna get an opportunity to try out everybody's new abilities. So, let's start with Valir's Pole Vault. Airborne acrobatics land directly on the target for moderate bonk damage. Alright. Hold A to build power and release at maximum tension. I don't know if that was maximum tension or not, but it seemed like it did okay. Alright. for Artie's turn. I just really love how this DLC is clockwork themed on the surface rather, but circus themed if you look a little bit more closely. Such a unique and random mix, and it's fantastic. Alright, we can do a combo here. Spectacle Strike, a dual attack, can be timed to hit twice. And then we'll get Valir to hopefully finish this guy off. No, Artie's gonna do it. There we go. Alright, first battle with a full party complete, and we got some level ups. Oh, this is so cool. Look at the level up screen. The puppeteer arrives and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be astounded, for there is a new troop in town." Their renown has increased, so please, dear audience, let your applause rise like thunder and lift their spirits high. Oh man, this is so cool. This game is so like... It has such a unique style to it that makes everything so entertaining. I can't believe we're getting all of this content for free. Shout out to Sabotage Studios. This is incredible. All right, there you have it. Zale, Artie, and Valir all level up. And now behold, as the whimsicality of artistic inspiration quickens amongst them. Ooh. Valir, Zale, and Artie have learned a new combo, Trampoline Team. Perfect. Alright, and we're done. So it's time to blow this popsicle stand and break out of prison once and for all. Looks like our next underwater route has revealed itself, so let's head that way. Hop on in, everybody. Let's go for a swim. Ooh, is that a giant piece of corn? I love how all the food is giant in this place. So interesting. Alright, we got more food right here, actually. Popcorn! Whee! So many snacks. Alright, we also got the Tumbler's Garb, which is circus actor wear for beginners that we can equip to Valir. Out here we've got a ton of enemies. Now will be a perfect time to try out our combo attack once we're ready. First though, I want to try out Valir's other ability, Lunabo. Hold A to dodge magic beams and release to catch the healing ones. Okay. Oh! So this is a healing ability. I probably shouldn't have used this right now, but I wanted to know what it was. Okay. So Valir's got a group heal. Got it. Time for Zale to join the battle. He's got Entart, throws a pie at the target, healing moderate HP, and Juggernaut. A flurry of pins deal flame and bonk damage to the target. Press on hit to keep going. Okay. Cool. So that's very similar to Valir's old Moonerang ability. Oh. Alright, Artie. Time for a little leapfrog. Heck yeah, that was some good leapfrogging. Alright, time for our combo, Spectacular Strike. Takes down that guy. We just gotta survive a shot there. Nice. Getting the hang of this. Getting my combat skills back. Probably a good time for us to heal. Oh, I can't use Lunibo on the screen, but we can use Entart. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, folks, let's keep moving. Oh man, there's a lot of enemies up here. Luckily, we can take them on all at once. May as well. Full power. I don't like the sounds of that. Ouch. Oh, man. That was a one-hit KO to poor Ertie. Alright, well, here's a good time to use that Barba Papa we picked up earlier. Ouch. Yeah, these guys are crazy. Alright, Spectral Strike. That almost knocked him out. Then we're gonna do Lunibow. Yeah, so that heals and damages. That's nice. Perfect. Almost there, guys. We can do it. Nice. Oh. There's a popcorn stand there. No one to sell us popcorn, though. It's all just spilled and tipped over, but we can save our game. And over here we've got butter! Yeah! Now, is this the exit? Meanwhile, at the Puppeteer's Big Top... Those animated cutscenes are so awesome. And I guess now we understand what they meant when they said twins. There are an evil pair of Solstice warriors here now, which presumably we're gonna have to fight. There are also magical tracks appearing, which are hopefully gonna allow us to explore the world. But for now, we've made it out. Ah, fresh air at last. Feels good to be out, doesn't it? Cartouche, we need to hurry. Oh, right, you're twins. We'll need my train. Your train? It's the only way to get around in this world, especially with the 2 new areas that just appeared. Well then, let's see it. Is there a problem, brave conductor? Well, it's... When they caught me, they also hexed my train and it left the rails. Tell him we can fix it. That's not the issue. It's somewhere in Rail Forest to the north. I can feel it. You could probably deal with the monsters out there, but alas. The puppeteer also took the key, so even with my train back, we'd be stuck here all the same. I think that's our cue for the gift that was in the Watchmaker's box. Let's wait and see for now. Ahem. The puppeteer also took the key, so even with my train back, we'd be stuck here all the same. Yeah, I think Toe was right. Just act normal, okay? No big intro. Alright, alright. Excuse me, Fardouche? I have a gift for you. Oh, why, thank you. May I open it now? Of course. The prophecies were true. It's from our creator. How did she know? This is exactly what I wanted. And that is... a duplicate key, no less. Well, now we're only missing my train. Whenever you're ready, Rail Forest is to the north. Just make sure you're well equipped before heading out. Horloge has got all manners of shops and minigames. Shops and mini games, you say? Well, color me intrigued. For now, though, guys, I think we'll call it a day for episode 1 of the Sea of Stars DLC, Throes of the Watchmaker. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back in the Sea of Stars universe with all of you guys. So thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts on Throes of the Watchmaker down in the comment section below. If you've already played it, did you enjoy it? And if you haven't, did you enjoy the first hour, our first look here at the DLC in this episode? Hopefully I'll see you guys back soon as we continue playing through. I can't wait to check out the town of Horloge a little bit more, and then obviously we've also need to go find a train. So thanks again for watching. Tallara signing off, and I'll see you guys back here soon.